Good evening, my name is Garrett, and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from the World Whiskey Society. This is their partnership bottle with Chip Tate, taking a Japanese single malt whiskey and finishing it in ex-bourbon and ex-ruby port casks, coming in at a 51% ABV. Now, for full disclosure, this review sample was sent over for us to take a look at and a review, so just keeping that transparency open. When it comes to the World Whiskey Society, they're pretty well known for going around to select parts of the United States and overseas, finding select barrels, bringing them back, either finishing them in a unique way or just keeping them single barrel and cask strength for an awesome release. This is their newest collaboration project. Essentially, the World Whiskey Society has paired up with Chip Tate, who was more well known for his work at Balcones originally. So what they've done with this release is they've sourced a 100% single malt from Japan using 100% Australian barley being aged in ex-bourbon, and then they've actually then turned around and finished that in select bourbon casks along with port ruby casks as well. And that sounds really cool to me, especially because barley can be a very soft, very subtle note, so I'm hoping that barrel impact from the ex-bourbon and that port ruby really is showcased well here. So let's hop into the bottle itself and see how things go. It's nice of them to send us a nice little tasting bottle size. These are fun. Anyway, as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hang around for a bit, become a member if you'd like. If you're interested in some of the other releases from the World Whiskey Society that I've reviewed, links to those videos will be up above and down below, along with a link to their website so you can check them out for yourself, maybe hunt around, take a look at what bottles you can find on there, or look at your local stores because they are popping up all over the place. Beautiful color on there. Got a nice darker golden color. Yeah, pretty. Alrighty, let's go for notes. Ooh, yeah. That is rich. That port cask is beautiful on the nose already. So right away, you are getting that bit of light barley notes going on. It's very soft and subtle. And then you're kind of opening up with those more rich ruby port notes. Getting kind of a little bit of a grapefruit, more of a sweetness, like a passion fruit sweetness for me right now. Nice grape note in there too. Yeah, kind of a grapey, like a white grape. Dark caramel, like caramel. Oh my gosh, what was that? That was caramel drizzle over chocolate cake. There's like a chocolate cake note going on for me right now. Oh, that's fun. It does have a little bit of warmth on the nose, but not like ABV, like, ooh, this smells hot. But you could definitely tell this is probably near cask strength. Just proofed down a little bit if I had to guess. I'm picking up a little bit of bitterness on the nose, which isn't uncommon for wine cask finishings. Oh man, the nose on this is like chocolate cake, caramel drizzle, even maybe a little bit of like a dark fruit on there, like a little bit of plum, raisin. That's what it is. Chocolate covered raisin. Oh, that is so unique. The fruit characteristics are showing up. The barley plays its role as well. I'm actually pretty happy that the barley didn't get lost 100% in here with that kind of cask finishing. Oh, that's pretty. Let's go for a taste. Boy, that is an easy drinker. For 51%, lots of caramel going on in here. Dark, rich, homemade caramel drizzled over the top of cake. Almost like a dump cake kind of idea. And it's got this rich body to it. The barley still shows up, which I'm happy about. It's got that kind of barley grain notes going on with it. The port cask is doing a lot of lifting as well, bringing in a lot of those darker fruits. But I'm also getting a bit of like a freshly squeezed grapefruit going on. A little spiciness, pepperiness in there as well. A light bit of oakiness, maybe a little bit of cedar in there too. It's pretty solid. Second sip here, I'm finding a lot more fruit notes. Getting more of like an apple and pear. Definitely that grape note showing up for me as well. And that cling to it. It clings. It's very spot on. It just has the longest finish I've had in a while from a spirit. Because it's been several moments for me and it's still like leaving me with a bit of syrupy sweetness and some peppery notes in there too. You're really making that an impactful first impression here. It's got a great mouthfeel on it. You definitely get the ex-bourbon influence. You get that bit of ruby port influence on here as well. And yet at the end of the day, that barley is not lost. I was really kind of hoping that they did that balance well, and they did. I'm always in the camp of unique finishes, and this ranks right up there. There's no ABV, there's nothing harsh, there's no off notes to it. To be honest, it's a perfect example of a Japanese single malt whiskey just being utilized in such a unique way. Bravo on that sip. Alrighty, well, let's talk about a grade scale for this one. I mean, to be honest, you have a great proof point on here, doing a very select finishing process for a 100% single malt coming from Japan. I think all those things line up. It's a very solid B+ in my book. I think between the finishing on here, using 2 different types of barrels, on top of finding a 100% Australian malt coming from Japan, big thumbs up on this. It's delicate, yet so impactful with those barrels that it is a perfect after dinner sip or something you can take to a bottle share event and really just showcase how well this one dances on the palate. Big thumbs up on this release. And again, if you're interested in learning more about the World Whiskey Society or picking yourself up any bottles, a link to their website will be down in the description area below. Go show them some love. So yeah, there you have it, folks. The World Whiskey Society collaboration project with Chip Tate, Japanese single malt whiskey finished in ex-bourbon and ex-ruby port casks. That was a lot to say. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. Love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.
You know, and I even like it might not.